News from bed, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the News from Bed podcast experience.
Night edition.
Your two captains for tonight's smooth, easy listening flight are Patty DeFino to my right and James Donlin on
To
the
my
left.
right. We should have this is a little loud here.
And not to mention, on the ones and twos, Mr.
Building. That's right. Oh, Bill, how are you doing today? You doing well? How you doing well today?
Yeah.
Good to have you
see
here.
Mr. Building. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to News from Bed. It's an honor to be here. Patty, down low, up top.
Up high, in the middle, too
slow.
Welcome to the show, everyone. We're thrilled to have you. I just had a thought.
I had a dream where I
Oh.
did that to an African child.
Really?
I've been watching a lot of vlogs from Small Brained American, great vlog channel, and he's always like in like a third world country, and he's always talking to children. And then I had a dream the other night where there was like a little like African child ran up to me, and I was like, down low, up top, down low, too slow, and then just more kids kept coming out, and I just had to keep being like up top, down low, too slow, and then I woke up. That was the dream.
Wow, dude. So you were like a Bill Gates figure in your dream.
Yeah, and every time I did too slow, they were sterilized.
You vaccinated. Yeah. I just had this thought in the bathroom taking my pre-show urination that we should have
dude. Urination, dude.
Do you know how like in your browser there's like the regular mode?
Yeah.
And then you
there's
have the
incognito mode.
well,
dude.
you have that, but you also have
Yeah, dude.
dark
Porn
mode.
Oh.
Dark mode.
So there's a light mode and a dark mode.
And the dark mode, we just dim the lights, replace us with two black guys.
Ooh, AI black guys.
No. We hire, because this is the time where you're not allowed to AI. We have them verbatim repeat the podcast, and it's like a toggle. So there's like, the whole podcast is just us, but if you hit a button, us like fades away, and underneath, there's these two black guys doing the podcast.
Love your idea. Love your creativity.
Yeah.
Two big problems. First
Yes.
big problem, figuring out the tech on how to toggle on YouTube.
Yeah.
Second problem could be bigger. We have to know two black guys.
Yeah, that is a big problem. Well, we know of at least one by the name of, I'm not going to say his name, but it doesn't start
Are you
with
talking about Kevin?
No.
Then we don't even know one black guy.
No, we do. I'll give you a hint. His name doesn't start with Q.
Right,
Like we thought it did.
Right. And he would never.
So it'd be him and Kevin.
And they would just immediately realize that's the only two black guys we know.
And it would be funny because it would be us like just riffing and like doing all this stuff that we prepared and like, feel comfortable doing. And then them sitting uncomfortably in the bed reading from a script with like us just off camera, like directing them, like chin up. No, James would stand up after.
All right, so James stood up at this point and
Yeah.
started screaming and...
Yeah.
All right, so Kill Tony's on the screen, so you got to start screaming like James would.
Yeah, you got to get really mad at this guy.
Yeah, you really got to fire up.
Imagine he was denying
dude.
Reparations.
Dude. Well, News from Bed has entered a new era. Every
Of
week
preparations.
is a new era of News from Bed, and I am so excited to be here with you all,
Yes.
be here with Patty. I have begun a process that will take News from Bed from the level it's at now to the next level. I would
Which
say
is what? What level are we on right now?
2.
Okay.
Because level 1 was you in a bed in New York with random comics that sometimes the episodes were really bad. And
No.
Bill, you haven't watched
I know
all
you
of
didn't
them.
watch them all. Come
on, dude.
You son of a gun.
You son of a gun. Now we're at level 2. We got a TV. It's just me and Patty. We've honed the craft down to be.
Sure.
It's all about 3 things: the bed, the presentations, and the friendship between James and Patty. And I am happy to start this episode back in the bed where I belong. And I would like to tell the news from the audience, this is not some sort of...
You ever punched a guy?
ever punched a guy?
I've just been doing this a lot.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm just imagining, like, would this punch devastate a guy?
No.
But
it would be inconvenient, and it would start a tussle that you would probably have to learn.
I'd have to go to the ground.
Yeah, Patty's devastated
I
once
always
he takes a battle to the
when
floor.
I defer to the ground.
Yeah, dude. To the streets, to the asphalt, dude. When Patty takes a motherfucker to the ground, to God's green earth, y'all better be ready, because he has an attunement with Mother Nature, brother.
I always said I would have been an earthbender. And I know you would have been a firebender. I know you would have been.
I think that's. I'll take.
I
that,
think that's a good
because I spit straight fire on the microphone like Prince Zuko.
Yeah, that's right. And I just kind of throw rocks.
Patty throws rocks at glass houses.
There's no bigger enemy.
Set myself on fire. Like
that's
a
right.
Vietnamese monk.
But no, you bring up a good point. We are legitimizing ourselves at a scale that nobody has seen since Microsoft. And
some German motherfuckers Venmoed me $30 because he enjoyed the episode so much.
Yeah, and I would like that to be known to you, the listeners. You have more than the right to send us money.
How did he find my Venmo? That's not like in the bio of the podcast.
No, but it's your name.
And
it's got your photo, and that's all you need, dude.
You are welcome to Venmo me. I will not exchange foot photos for Venmos. You are welcome to send me or Patty any amount of money, or subscribe to the Patreon, which we haven't posted on in 3 weeks.
That's right. Guys, here's a little soft announcement. Cancel your Patreons now. We're not really interested in doing the Patreon anymore. And I think a big reason for that is we're pouring more into the regular episode.
Yes.
When we finish the regular episode, we don't want to go out there and just like pick up all the scraps and just kind of riff and do whatever.
We don't want you to get a better episode for free and then pay for a less effort episode.
Sure.
Our thought process on this, and this is just a little business. We're peeling the onion for our fans here.
Yeah, that's why I'm crying.
We're basically, we don't want you guys to have to pay for something. While it is like a more introspective, like personal look, it always falls by the wayside. When you're cooking in that main pot, that pot on the back burner is always going to be a little bit more disregarded. So we just want to put more effort into the things that we love, the things that we like, and we think we're in a good era. We got Baseball Train. Go check out some News from Bed clips.
Yeah, that's our clip. That's the official clip channel of News from Bed, but
it's
not
locked
official.
and loaded, scheduled in many old clips. So even if you're up to date with News from Bed, we got some retrospective shit from older stuff. So if you'd like to check that out, you're more than welcome to go check out Baseball Train on YouTube, which is our clips channel.
I'll pull that up right here. So we got
you can pull it up here.
I'll look at it.
We are so thrilled with how, and you just look up Baseball Train and there's nothing that's going to come up. It'd be easier if you went to your channel and then looked at the short that we co-shared and then clicked on the channel from there, because we have 5 subscribers on the clip channel, which is fine. I don't care. The thing is, the quality. What is so incredible for the News from Bed audience is that you have an intimate connection with a podcast that's small. Even though we have 1,030 subscribers, we have 1,030 subscribers. We went up.
We're actually a little higher according to the application.
That's
1,038, I believe.
Really? Wow. We went up 18 since. So it's taken us a year to gain 18 subscribers. 2 years.
Yeah.
1 year to get 1,000. Another year to get 10, and then another year to get 28.
Yes. I don't know how do I fucking find Baseball Train?
Go to shorts.
Shorts?
Guys,
I don't think it shows the collaboration.
It does. Wait. What?
No, it just shows all these.
Really? Never mind. That's interesting.
Let's watch this.
You on another podcast, and you just scrolled past
and now it's just stuck.
That's my best clip ever right there.
Oh, this is a good James clip. Let's watch this one, guys.
Are you munchkins? Y'all like to laugh? Y'all little, huh? All these little ass munchkins on that yellow ass road. Y'all see that Wicked Witch of the East? That bitch ugly. That's the guy.
Wow.
Oh,
and then
watching ourselves.
Hamburger. Oh yeah, that's some stuff. Okay, listen, we're just kind of goofing around, taking a trip down memory lane. But
hey, motherfuckers, we don't need your money anymore because guys, exciting news in the News from Bedscape.
That's right.
We are working with a company that will provide advertisers to the News from Bed episodes every week.
That's right.
And we are in the... All right, calm down. We are in the early stages of developing that ad relationship, but they need an episode where we test out the ad reading process. So we are going to test out that process on you guys right now, and Patty's going to read 2 of our first ads for the... Are you looking up background music advertisement? Okay. Sorry to break the fourth wall.
Yeah,
Patty's.
You didn't have to tell them.
Well, I just thought it was funny.
This one just says corporate,
so
that's got to be it, yeah.
All right, Patty, here's 2 ads. Basically, here's the thing. Patty has to test out, and they're going to showcase these ads to ad buyers from major companies that all sell dick pills and fleshlights.
Wait, that's it?
Well, we're at the bottom. We're not quite at the hymns.com yet, but Patty, please give this a read.
Thank you, James.
Turn that down a little bit.
Really? Is it too loud? Because I really can't turn it down much more.
All right, we're good.
I'll do this. Goink. Didn't do anything.
All right,
Goink.
how about I just... Oh, perfect.
That's perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, today's episode of News from Bed is brought to you by Andre's Pickle Poppers. Does the unending torment of human consciousness affect you in a debilitating way? Do you find your wife texting on her phone in the middle of the night, giggling and smiling like you've never seen her before? Is she always hiding her screen away from your sight line to respond to texts? Did you try to get into her phone and notice she changed her password? When you picked up the phone, did you see 11 unread text notifications from a contact titled Hungry Howie's Pizza? Is your wife having an affair with a pizza restaurant? Who knows, dude? That's not really your concern, brother. Andre's Pickle Poppers, now in garlic and tang flavors.
I think you read that incredibly well.
That was pretty good.
That was a great ad read, and coming at you, another example of what it's like to advertise on News from Bed from Patty DeFino.
That's right. I can read pretty well, especially if it's Tom Sawyer.
And you haven't read these before. Yeah, that's Tom Sawyer.
Okay.
Tom Sawyer wrote that. Not Mark Twain. Tom Sawyer wrote that. Tom Sawyer, famous writer.
Today's episode of News from Bed is also sponsored by Shark Tooth Necklaces. Have you ever seen a dolphin cry? I have. I kind of said that like Tucker Carlson, too. Okay. I can do Tucker if you need a Tucker read.
Just do Patty.
Hi, I'm Florida's very own Patty, the white Shabuzi. And that was in quotes, so you know that it's real. DeFino. Here to tell that. I just want to clarify. That wasn't all in quotes. I did a little.
Patty, why don't you start from the beginning?
Okay. I just want the advertisers to know I can also riff, because you know when sometimes they put a little thing and they're like, ad riff here, you know, and they want you to like have fun with their advertisement. I can do that. Today's episode of News from Bed is sponsored by Shark Tooth Necklaces. Have you ever seen a dolphin cry? I have. Hey, I'm Florida's very own Patty, the white Shabuzi DeFino, here to tell you about a brand new product that's flying off the shelves. They should have said swimming off the shelves. Shark Tooth Necklaces. Get them while they're wet. Are you the coolest kid in your elementary school? Are you captain of the lacrosse team? Is your name Beef Keys? You need a shark tooth necklace, dude. It's the early 2000s, brother, and this is the only way to look like a straight A smoocher. Shark tooth necklaces, available only at gift shops near the beach. Guys, let's give it up for our advertisers. Absolutely
incredible.
And that's
just a taste of what you can expect when you buy ad space on the News from Bed podcast experience. And I'm not going to reiterate it 11 times on this podcast. I'll only reiterate it 9 times on this podcast. We are in a new era. Patty.
Like the hat.
How was your week?
Well, James, I actually withheld a story from you for the podcast. I told you about this, obviously.
Well, don't say that.
Well, I didn't tell you.
Well, the thing was, I was in a way there for it. So
For the
I'll tell my part, and then we'll lead into your part. I called Patty, and he was like, "Hey, dude,
James,
I gotta tell you this thing."
You already got it wrong.
You called me.
I called you.
Okay, started from your side. Then
okay.
I guess
You can
sorry,
chime.
But that's gonna take
Feel
some
free
ad
to
money.
chime. So what happened was James had this idea for
Feel free to chime.
a video.
Hashtag feel free to chime. News from Bed.
You were like, we were talking about the Patreon. We were talking about, how we want to do stuff for the podcast, what other content we could create. And this was all over text. So I told him, I was like, James, listen, I'm going over to the disc golf course. Let me give you a call when I get there. And he's like, okay, sure. So I ride my bike over. You
put your dick in the designated dick basket because you're like, I'm done with this. I'm obviously playing disc golf.
Yeah.
Either they have a shelf where you put a pussy on top of your dick, or you take your dick off and you put it in the dick basket.
Right. This is common nomenclature for the, and that's why it's nomenclature, because you got to remove your dick.
I think that deserved a News from Bed click.
That's okay. I gave it one earlier. But so I get to the disc golf course. I start locking up my bike. And there's this guy he's like probably 5'8", no shirt on, tan and just ripped.
Now, at first I was like, why say his height? Now I understand.
Yeah, because you got to get the full picture of what I'm seeing.
This is Casey Kasem with the top 5 reasons James understood why you said someone's height.
It's honestly interesting you said Casey Kasem, because this guy reminded me of Casey Neistat. Neistat, the filmographer.
The vlogger.
Don't respect him with filmography.
Yeah. So I see him right there.
This is Casey Kasem with 1965 top 10 list of filmographers. Coming in at number 1 is the guy Patty met at the disc golf course.
So I'm parking my bike and I see he's got his disc there. So I'm like, hey, what's up? You're playing some disc and whatever. And he's like, yeah. You're like, yeah, I love this place. I'm from this and that. He starts like kind of giving me like his whole life story right away. So I'm like,
I was molested by my dad.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I was
you're playing disc golf?
Yeah.
I was molested.
This was like an intense
I lost my
guy.
job in 2008 because of the financial crisis.
Yeah. So this guy was like kind of intense and like not the energy I really wanted out there on the disc golf course. And immediately, of course, he's like, are you playing with anyone? Are you like, you want to go out? Like,
don't you feel like a hot woman in a tight dress at the bar, and a man's approaching you,
dude,
courting you to join him for a lovely 18 holes of disc golf?
And he was, it's like I like to go out by myself and just play.
Nothing to say to that, and just moved on. Go ahead, keep going.
And,
Go ahead.
So, in my head, I'm like, no, just say no. Like, I don't want to play, like whatever with him. And he's like, I just like really, I don't like going out alone. I really like having other people. Right. And I was like, well, I'm waiting for a friend right now. And I was like,
we call that a classic News from Bed hashtag lie.
A lie, big lie. And I said, I got to wait a little bit so you can go out before me. And his response is, that's fine. I'll wait.
Ooh. Instead of you just confronting him head on and saying you don't want to play with him,
I lied.
And then he
caught me on that lie.
Circumvented your lie to wait for your friend.
So now I'm in a pickle, and I said, and luckily,
Andre pickle.
And luckily I had a disc that someone had found of mine. So they put it under a basket on a random hole. So I was like, I got to go over here to get my disc. I'm going to call my friend and see what's up. That's when I telephoned you. So that's where you enter the story.
News from bed audience. That's when I come in.
That's right. James enters the scene. I call you in a panic and I say, James, I'm like kind of out of breath because I just got off my bike and I'm fat. And I'm like, James, I just fucked up. And I told you, I was like, I told him I had a friend coming and like all this stuff. And like,
can you get down here, please?
And
you didn't ask me.
I didn't ask you that, but I was like, I did want to talk to you. That was like the biggest thing is I wanted to call you on the phone and have like a nice long discussion about the stuff we had brought up earlier. And I knew that was kind of out the window. So like basically we talked on the phone for a little bit. I stood like 60 feet away from him so he could hear me talking to you and be like, okay, yeah, all right, yep, okay, bye.
Yeah.
And I go up to him and I'm like, looks like I'm free. He's not, say, can't be here for an hour. So another lie, but to pull back in my previous one, I was like, we're good to go. So he's like, oh, great.
It's like, what awkward situation would you rather get out of? Playing disc golf with a random guy that's shirtless and short, or the lie you had invented, a whole narrative unfolding before this man's eyes?
Right. So
I love lying to strangers.
Me too. It's like my favorite thing. So we got.
I went to the grocery store the other day, and they were like, "How you doing today?" I said, "My cat died." Never owned a cat in my life.
You're like, I've got all this meow meow mix. I don't know what to do.
I went to Walmart recently, and never mind. Basically, I went to Walmart recently, and I got like a shelf. And then the price that came up was not the price on the shelf. And then they were like, oh, well, that's just not the price. And I was like, yeah, but it's marked wrong. And then they like walked over there. And I kind of felt like, I was like, I don't think it was really marked wrong. And I was like, I don't think they're really going to check. And she came back and she just refunded me the difference in price.
Really?
Just
But was
lied
it
to
marked
Walmart.
wrong? Or you don't know?
I would say
Your intuition, I
I'm
think.
40% it was marked wrong, 60% I was
didn't wanna
just
check,
wrong.
yeah.
And she just like she's like, okay, I'll refund you, Patty, $100.
No way.
She refunded $100.
Wow, dude.
She was like, we want to make you happy, and I was like,
So you made
at Walmart
$130 this week
I paid and then
with
was
the
refunded.
German fan and the Swiss
refund.
shell.
Yeah, it wasn't at IKEA. We ain't talking about them
Yeah.
Swiss.
So this guy, he's like, all right, like we're gonna play from the short tees.
You ever
the
get
red
lost in an
tees.
IKEA in a woman's eyes?
No, I've never even been to an IKEA.
Really?
Yeah.
You would love it.
See, every time someone's like, you would love this, I despise whatever it is.
Patty,
You would love pussy. Despise.
Patty, you would love pudding.
Despise. I don't like pudding.
See?
So
Theory strong, solidified.
let me plow ahead with this story so we can continue the episode.
Oh, sorry.
The guy wants
Hey,
to
News from Bed
play.
Audience, that's how Patty tells me I'm interrupting too much.
Time to shut up.
Time to let Patty meander.
So he wants to play the short tees. And meanwhile, the whole time he's like, I've been playing disc golf for 20 fucking years. I used to live overseas in China. I used to do this and that and the other thing. I played
in
here
China
and
we
there
used children
as discs. So
I used to hurl. They had the one-child policy, so you'd show up at the disc golf course in Beijing, and you just hurl a daughter at a fucking chain pin, brother.
Yeah, dude.
yeah, brother.
Chain pin, brother.
Chain
Throw a
pin.
small girl.
Classic disc golf jargon.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Throw a small Chinese girl into a chain, brother.
So we're playing, it's like first hole, second hole, whatever, from the short tees. And he's like announcing the score after every hole. And I'm whooping his ass.
4-3.
Yeah. He's like, I'm +3, you're -1. I was like, yeah. And I'm trying to not make a big deal about it, because I don't want to be competitive with this guy, because I'm waiting for the hammer to drop, where he starts playing better. And it never dropped. But basically, we're playing the
That's how I
whole
feel
round.
about news from bed. I'm waiting for the hammer to drop where you start being the power player on the podcast.
James.
Well, I was
Right,
the
Bill?
power player on
Bill,
the
I'm
disc.
right though, right, Bill?
Maybe.
Oh, you
Yeah,
dog.
Bill, he knows he can't. Like, he knows if you come.
All right, Patty. I'm sorry. Get through your story.
No, you're good. I just want to get through it so that we can,
I'm
have
feeling
some
like
fun
this story
here.
is going to be underwhelming, and I'm hyping it up too much by interrupting too much. So I'll let you wrap it up.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, dude.
So
Stories, brother.
this is not
Stories, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, brother.
So we're playing, and every couple holes or so, he keeps telling me about how much he loves Asian pussy, and that he lived in Japan and he had this wife, and he's like, I must have fucked half the island while I was there. And I was like, okay, so you're not married to this woman anymore. And it just starts getting to the level where you're like, it was kind of fun to talk to you and hang out, but now you're kind of letting me in a little bit too much, and
Right.
I'm not really liking the side of you that I'm seeing. So anyway, we play the full round. We get to the 17th hole, and we finish the hole. We start walking to the 18th tee. Do you know how there's those picnic tables at the 18th tee?
Yeah.
So we get up there, and he just sits down at the table, and I was like, okay, he wants to chill for a second. And it's been a long round because he keeps throwing multiple shots every time and whatever. And the sun is setting, and I'm like, I just want to go back home, wrap this up. So I just kind of stand next to the table, and he tells me how both of his parents died, and all he inherited was $100,000 from each of them. So right now he just lives in St. Pete, and he lives off of this money. He doesn't have a job. He can't get work. He wants me to he wants me to
You'd love the news from
yeah. He wants me to give him clients to clean their boats from barnacles. And I was like, do you have a pamphlet? And he's like, I forgot to bring them. I was like, well, that's no good for me because this is the last time I'm ever going to see you.
Sure.
So in the middle of all this, he's like, yeah, I'm just having a tough time getting a job. He takes his sunglasses off and he just goes, I have a crippling dependency on alcohol. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he takes out a big bottle of vodka that was in his backpack and just takes and keeps eye contact with me. His glasses are off, holds eye contact and takes a sad big swig. Have you ever seen a sad big swig before?
Yeah.
It is haunting. And the whole time he's taking that swig, I'm just I don't know, man. I don't really know what to say. I wish I had some advice or something to help you, but I've never really had that struggle. And he's like, yeah, it's I can't go a single day without drinking liquor. I was like, okay. And then he proceeds to, for some reason, tells me this story about if you're in China, he goes, if you're in China and you get arrested, you can just tell them to take the handcuffs off and they will. I was like, I don't think that's true. I don't think the government will just take the handcuffs off. So anyway, he's got this crippling dependency on alcohol. We get to the 18th tee. At this point, when I don't want to talk, I just start inching away slowly. It's a really bad kind of thing that I do, but I very clearly with my body indicate hey, let's finish this round of disc golf. So we get to the tee, and I throw my shot, and it's fine or whatever. He proceeds to throw 17 discs off the tee. 17. He had 24 discs in his bag. There were 7 left at the end of it. Let me tell you what, none of them came as close as the one disc I threw. Because he's falling over. He must have been secretly drinking during the round and didn't tell me. And then finally got the courage to tell me. Also, at one point, he's like, I swim 2 miles every day. And I'm like, yeah, you're in great shape. And he goes, do you want to come swimming with me tomorrow? And I was like, no, I don't. And he goes, no, you can like try to like keep up with me. And I was like, I'm not gonna be able to keep up with me. And he looks me up and down and goes, yeah, you're right. I was like, why are you like roasting me right now? And
he's like, you're buoyant. You're not made for speed.
Yeah, like I am. I'm like, okay, well, I'm at least made for sobriety. And
I love meeting drunkards.
Yes, this was my first Florida drunkard.
I don't believe that. You've met many of my friends. They're just liars. No one's a bigger liar than an alcoholic.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh my God, everything's a lie. Even they're lying to themselves to the degree where they get so paranoid and like schizophrenic in a way where they start just like inventing realities that don't exist.
They also do the thing where they like podcast at you, like IRL. Like when I have a conversation with anyone in real life, I'll like talk to them and then like wait for them to talk.
Patty, I got to be honest with you, bro. I give a guy like that 3 holes and then I'm getting aggressive. You know me.
Yes.
And my buddies know me. And even the News from Bed audience knows me. Like, I'm like, hey, dude, you're talking too much.
Yes.
It's like, dude, enough. Enough of your drunk rambling. I have literally said to guys that I've had to end up like, if you're sitting at a bar, guys that like I've known in the past that I've run into at bars who are too fucked up, I'll be like, hey, dude, you're really drunk right now and you're talking too much. And they get quiet because now they're in their head about it. But
Yes.
it's like, I refuse to jeopardize, and this is a term I'm coining on the News from Bed podcast.
Sure.
James Donlin refuses to jeopardize the vibe. And I have recently discovered this. You will never catch me in a situation I don't want to be in.
That's 100% true.
Patty and I got invited to a party. Our friend sent us a video of what the party looked like, and we stayed home.
That's right.
If the vibe is negative enough to translate into video form, vertical video sent via text, we're not going to the fucking party.
And we could have saw that video.
I am too old to jeopardize my fucking vibe.
100%.
I have a precious, beautiful, immaculate, pristine vibe I have curated, cultivated, and developed over my beautiful, illustrious 29 years of life. I will not let some drunkard, moron, retard who has gone through life recklessly, unlike myself, who has strategically planned every move that he's made and thoughtfully executed every plan that he's developed, be tampered with by the reckless nature of an alcoholic. And I have learned that through experience, and I've learned that through mistakes, and I refuse to be in those positions. Patty,
I'm not good at these positions, and I recognized it immediately because right away I lied. That was the first thing I did because my brain is like, you know where this is going to go.
No,
you got to get out. I should have just told them the truth.
A random guy asking you to hang out
is sad.
It's always
and
sad.
James, the
if you go to the bar and a
time,
guy's like, "Can I grab you a drink?" I go, "I'm good," because I'm not going to be obliged to talk to you. If a guy buys you a drink, my belief as a man is you talk to him till your drink's done. Hey, dude, thanks for the drink. Chugged it. Going back outside.
Yes.
Gonna go smoke 11 cigarettes with the guys I actually wanted to hang out with. Not gonna pretend like you're interesting. Because instead of developing a real personality, instead of actually learning how to integrate and talk to society and the people around you, you have decided that you are correct and everyone else is wrong, which is always wrong, dude. These guys are always in the wrong and narcissistic enough to believe that they're in the right. And I think genuinely mental illness and addiction are maybe the 2 most fundamental narcissistic policies you can indulge in your life. If someone's an addict or someone develops some sort of narcissistic personality, they are a narcissist.
Yes.
And
100%.
if I'm looking at you, like, okay, guys, I'll let you in on a little behind the scenes. Sometimes I'm talking to Patty, and I'll be honest, talking too much, saying too much stuff. I like to talk, and I don't get to divulge as much as I used to because not a lot of people listen to my bullshit. But sometimes Patty will just start thinking like, I'll say something. I'll be like, yeah, and this guy, like, his videos are really cool. Like, he goes, like, to all these places and watches these things, and, like, it's cool. And then there'll be, like, 2 seconds, and Patty will be like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, Patty stopped listening 35 minutes ago. And I recognize that, and I go, I'm just going to just hang out then. But these guys
But
go,
also you recognize that and be like, oh, I'm talking too much.
yes.
Yes.
Now, Patty doesn't do that as much because I
don't talk
interested-
enough. For someone who has a podcast, I'm not nearly yapping enough.
And I know when I'm over talking, and I think having a best friend like Patty, it means when you're over talking too much, sometimes you just got to get that shit off your chest, and your buddy will just be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wait a little bit too long, and then it's like, Patty loves to do this thing where it's just like, he'll just be like, oh, yeah. And then he'll repeat the last thing you said, and it's like, oh, he's not listening at all.
But
And he'll be like,
I will
he'll
say,
be like, oh, my mom does that. I gotta stop doing that. It's genetic. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I know I'm not listening. And in my head, I'm like, hey, Patty, it's okay, because you know what? Talking too much to begin with.
I usually I will do that.
Don't you
if
feel
I'm
seen
like,
when I say that, though?
100%.
I'm not criticizing you when I say that. I'm saying,
No,
like,
I
I
know.
know that when you do that, I'm like, oh, I'm overloading the bandwidth of the conversation sphere of this moment. And that's great for a podcast because every moment is precious.
Every moment's precious.
When I'm talking to Patty, sometimes it's like, Patty's trying to watch a news
Well,
clip.
sometimes that's what I will be either on the computer or like doing something and be kind of distracted. Let's do a little chink here. Chink. I gotta say it. But
It's the only chink I'll ever do. Take that, Seth.
the whole
Simons.
time I was out on the course with this guy, I was like, I wish I was James. And, you know, I find myself saying that more and more every day because I knew you wouldn't have put up with this the way I do. I have such a fear of confrontation that the idea of telling this guy, hey, man, like, you gotta, like, cool it off a little bit. I don't want to play disc golf with you. Like, let's just go our separate ways. That to me is paralyzing.
No. You got to self-advocate, Patty. You got to start being like, hey,
Is that
dude.
when, like, you put, like, ointment on and stuff?
In a way. You put ointment on the social situations you allow yourself to indulge in. I've just been around too many heavy drinkers to be able to tolerate
James,
it anymore.
I've been around so many heavy drinkers. I just allow it to happen.
Bro, you're too nice, though. That's why everyone likes Patty and nobody likes
I'm the real
me.
Casey Neistat. But so let me just wrap
it
up here.
Wrap it up, yeah.
He throws 17 discs off the 18th tee. The sun is setting. None of
Guys,
them
I don't know if you know
are
what disc
near
golf
the
is.
basket.
Even if you don't know what disc golf is, throwing 17
Imagine playing
discs,
regular golf and your buddy
That's
hits 17
fucking-
tee shots.
I apologize when I throw a second shot. When I go, let me try this again. Because Patty is a great disc golfer. I mean, he's not like a ranked or
I'm not like a
great,
top
but he's
tier
like
guy.
shown me a lot of stuff. I think the sport is great. It's a great way to get out in nature, get out in the fields, hang out a little bit, get some sun, and get some, like, you know, it's fun to be a man.
It's a good
By the
outdoor
way,
activity.
it's fun to be a man and participate in like a competition.
100%
And so it's
true.
fun to be like, oh shit, I did as good as Patty on that hole.
Yes.
Like that's what, like,
If you
that's
beat
what
me
makes
on a
something
hole
fun.
or whatever, I'll be
It's-
like, dude, you beat me on that hole. That was fucking
Yes,
crazy.
it's fun to do that stuff. When it elevates to another degree, it just becomes like, because you know what, dude? A lot of guys look at me. I mean, I'm pinching an inch. That's what my grandma used to say. Oh, you can pinch an inch when you're gaining a little bit of weight. She goes, oh, looks like you could pinch an inch. You ever heard that term?
We gotta bury that lady.
Hey, Patty, she's in the ground. She's buried not 10 feet from George Steinbrenner, former owner of the
Really?
Yankees. Yeah, he got buried in random
She's
cemetery
buried
in Florida.
72 inches under the ground. How about that for an inch?
I guess the Yankee
Woman.
fans will get that.
No, that's just because 6 feet is 72. That's just anyone who knows.
For the math fans.
Math fans.
But no, anyway, I just think.
But yeah.
I mean, I'm just
So-
saying, like, I'm not like in physically pristine shape. Working on it. Hey, News from Bed Audience, working on it. Just got a gym membership. Super awkward experience. But when a guy's like physically in better shape than me, I imagine he has something I don't, like some sort of internal discipline. And what you always realize about a guy that has something that you don't.
Can I guess what you're going to say?
Yeah.
Free time.
Yes. What I was going to say is if a guy
desire for pussy and or both.
Yeah, and like...
'Cause that's all this guy had.
The desire for getting laid is such like an exhausting, never-ending cycle and chasing it. And I'm so happy to be getting married. And this will be a funny clip to play when I'm divorced in 15 years. But it's just very hilarious.
Do you find we overvalue beauty? Like, do we overvalue like?
I think we accurately value beauty as like a fundamental, like
as like men
yes,
overvalue.
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah.
Guys, so many guys I know end up with beautiful women that are just complete brain dead morons. Like, just like, hey, dude,
Let's
can you
name them off. Garrett,
Denise, Ferret, Charlotte,
Bernice.
I think I don't know, dude. It's just like, yeah, dude. It's like, yeah, we're fat. But like a guy that has nothing to do, nothing to say, a guy that's chugging vodka and throwing 17 discs at the 18th hole of a disc golf course.
Yeah.
Of course he's in good shape. And I'm not being like, oh, I'm better than him because I'm not in good shape. Because it's like, you should be in good shape because you want, like, you should live as long as you can and be in the best shape that you can.
No, you're better than him because you're not.
Because his flaws enable him to be able to do these things. He has too much free time and too much of a fundamental... He's the moon rotating around getting laid.
Yeah.
He's just constantly worried about getting laid because it's just a micro reality grounding way to feel like you're a human being, even though it's a woman that you'll never see again, never talk to again, a woman you met on an app on your phone. Explain that to your grandpa, you fucking moron. Go ahead, Patty. I'm sorry. Finish up your story.
So he throws 17 discs, and at this point I'm like, I gotta get out of this round. Like, I don't want to spend any more time with this guy.
You're on the 18th hole, so you'll be out.
We're on the 18th hole, but he throws half of them like into the woods. And
the
he's
18th
like,
hole at this disc golf is, by the way, surrounded by swamp. So it's not the woods. It's wet, mucky,
in Florida, like Florida swamp.
It's a coastal disc golf course.
Yes.
It's like if you're throwing. I mean, dude, I can't imagine.
So he goes.
You're just standing there for 17 discs?
So for 17,
Patty,
I cannot believe.
Patty,
and I
what
keep
is
commenting.
wrong
I'm like,
with you?
what are you
I'm
throwing
taking the
drivers
glasses
now?
off.
What are you doing?
Patty, you have some real shit that you got to develop in you, dude. I cannot believe you stood there for 17 fucking
you know
discs.
this. I am an incredibly patient person. Like, to a
I know
degree
that.
that's like very like alarming almost. But
Patty.
I'm the king of cope, dude. What can I say, dude? I was sitting there on my throne holding my scepter of cope power.
Yeah, I can't argue with that, dude. If you're accepting the title, then I can't.
So he
deny it.
throws all these
I got to get
discs.
you a WWE belt.
I literally walk up to my one shot, pick up the disc, put it in the basket.
You birdie it?
I birdied it.
Oh, dude.
And he's
you birdied 18?
I birdied 18.
Dude, I
had
birdied 18 before. There's nothing feels better than ending the day with a nice
Yes.
birdie.
I had 6 birdies that round. I shot 3 unders.
Oh!
So he was like going around picking up the discs, and he's like, I got 17 of them. Like, go check out. So he's telling me now, like, go find these discs. So I'm like walking around, just like picking up discs, being like, I got this one. He's like, all right, so we got 14 left. And like, sometimes I'll pick one up. I'll be like, I got one. And he doesn't even register that I picked one up. Like, he doesn't even count it. Like, because he's not listening. The whole time during this thing is he would talk and I would start to say something and then he would just completely cut me off. Like, every single time we had a conversation this round. So eventually, after like 20 minutes, we find all of his discs and he's like, all right. And he's like, you know what we should do? Come over to the beach with me and we'll just throw discs to each other. I was like, no, man, I can't do it. Like, I gotta go home. And he's like, why do you gotta go home? And I was like, I just got like some stuff I gotta do on my computer. Which was true. Like, I had like things I wanted to do. But so he's like, all right. So we walk back towards where the bikes are. And his bike is right next to my bike. We stop at the bathroom. He's like, give me a second. And just goes and pisses. And I'm standing next to him waiting for... I'm like, what am I waiting for?
I know, dude.
The round is over. I'm not this guy's buddy.
Come on, dude.
We get back to the bikes. He's like, here. And he hands me his phone to give him my number. And James, I gave him my number. I don't know why I did that. I should have put in the wrong number. Oh, sorry, I put in the wrong one if I happen to run into him again. I wasn't thinking that way. I was like, I'll just give him my number. I was
Patty.
like, this guy needs someone to talk. I'll talk to him. I'm not going to like hang out with him or whatever.
Patty, we're the only normal guys that play disc golf.
And James, I have a studio in my bed. So how normal do you think that like
I
people
understand, dude. You installed a fucking nighttime sky behind the place where you sleep every night.
Yes.
I
have
don't know,
photos
dude.
of
Patty,
New York comics on my wall.
What is it about you that's so
I attract
people
those people.
pleasy? What are you going after where you're such a people pleaser?
I don't know.
Because
dude.
you know what, dude? If
I always go to
I
WWJD. dude.
I gotta be honest, dude. It's like I can tell if I want to be friends with a guy right away, and it's super rare if
Yes.
a guy proves me wrong, and it's you just know. And I have, and you're the same way, dude. Which is why this is weird to me, because my justification is something that you could be able to justify with. My justification in life is like, I got enough friends.
Yeah,
I got
100%.
way enough friends. I got friends I got to cut off that I haven't cut off because I got more than enough friends. Patty and my fiance are more than enough. That's more than I need. All I need is the fiance. I got Patty.
older you
That's a
get-
bonus. That's the waiter bringing out a special.
I'm like 2 friends.
Dude, yeah. I mean,
You
it's
got
like,
Bill. Bill, you're
are we
Jay-
friends?
Yes.
All right. Well, I
exactly.
guess we're friends. I think it's like, I don't know, dude. What is it about you that has this people pleasing streak in you? Because it's just very
I don't
odd to
know.
me to hear that you're like, I mean, dude. The thing is, in comedy, when we were stand-ups, it's like everyone loved Patty. And it's because Patty is a immediately like likable. You recognize he's a nice guy. He'll talk to anyone. He'll, recourse with anyone. He'll find something to talk about with pretty much anyone. And I think that's like such an admirable skill about you. Like I admire that about you. But I think it also can be a weakness when you don't. You maybe
I'm not. I
Patty,
can't make
the thing
that
is,
choice.
The thing
for
is,
myself.
like, when you've been screwed over in your life, I don't know if you recognize it as being screwed over.
I do.
I think you
do.
recognize it, but you don't act on it, and you don't cut fuckers off the way you should. Like, there's friends that I've had that were your friend first that I have very easily, not easily, but violently and aggressively cut off from my life.
Yeah.
And it was like obvious that this is a toxic negative effect on my life as a person,
Sure.
but you still engage with them.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be like nasty or like rude or like, it has nothing to do with your character, because the character at the core of this is you're just very kind, very thoughtful, and a great guy. But like when I see you do things and enter situations like this, it bothers me, because this is what these narcissistic addicts thrive off of.
Yes,
is
I'm the
people-
host, and
yeah,
they're the
dude, they're
parasite.
parasitic and they thrive off of you as the host. And it's like, dude, you gotta learn to self-advocate in that way, to be
For
like,
sure.
it's not. I don't know. There's nice ways and there's rude ways to do this, but it's like, hey, fucker, you're not worth it. I have 85 years on this planet and I'm 30 years into it, and it only degrades from here. I got about 5 more years before severe degradation starts setting in. I'm not spending time with people that take things away from me. Now, granted, I have lifelong childhood friends that are people that like make bad choices, but those are people I've decided to be like, hey, dude, like, I know you don't make the best choices. I know that you like have a negative influence on a lot of things, but I see the guy that I met when I was a kid. I see your heart and I see your character, and a lot of people aren't going to see that. You're going to marry a woman or date a woman for years that won't see the person that I know you to be.
or a guy that was a woman.
Well, let me tell you, I got a few of those in the pocket. But there's a fundamental thing about these types of people. You didn't have to hit it twice. It's
just seeing what would happen if I...
It's well, you saw, and cause and effect. It's just a matter of. I don't know, dude. You're too nice. I'm not nice.
Here's the thing:
that's the difference between me and Patty is that I'm kind.
We're like the heat miser and snow miser.
Yeah, in a way.
I'm the snow miser. You're the heat miser,
and you're the snow miser. That's why I'm a firebender and you're an earthbender.
That's
bro.
right.
Because you're grounded in a way that people recognize. But what I love about you and what I see in you is that this ability to be a grounded person that people can recognize, even though you're the king of coke.
Disability.
But I think people, it's like you're like an electric blue light, and these moron moths are drawn to the flame, dude.
I think that's why we complement each other.
Yes,
well,
because the thing is, it's like Patty has people in his life that would be like, why the fuck are you hanging out with James? I have people in my life that would probably be like, well, what's the thing about Patty?
Nobody in my life says, why are you hanging out with everyone's
nobody in my life
James
says, what's the thing about Patty?
The coolest guy I've
Every time I go to a party and I'm not with Patty, people are like, where's Patty? And I'm like, I'm engaged. You should ask, where's your fiance? Like, you're not asking, where's your fiance? They're asking, where's Patty? And it's like, hey, dude, I'm like my own guy.
Hey, dude, Patty doesn't like parties. But no, it's funny you brought that up about comedy, how like, I always would engage with comedians, but like I never felt like I had to be nice to an audience. And I don't know where that disconnect was. Like I never had the people pleaser thing with the audience.
Well, there's a narrative you can sell to yourself. With like a person, it's like, well, this guy goes to open mics.
This is like a human being.
He's trying to develop a craft.
But
the audience just paid to come and
this
laugh.
Is like
fuck
a
you.
Bunch of
you
paid
to laugh. I laugh for free. I'm a comedian. I already get to hang out with these people for free and see if they're funny or not. And guys, 90% of them aren't. 90% of the comedians that are funny on stage have been doing that same act for 20 years. Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, to put a button on this story is we get back to our bikes.
To twist the cap back on the vodka bottle of this story.
He's like, oh yeah, I'll ride out with you. And I was like, all right, fine. And he's like, where do you live? And I was like, like over there.
Patty.
Like, over there. He goes, do you have a bike pump?
Patty.
And I was like, no, because I knew he was like, let me come over and fill my tires.
He wants to come
now he knows where I live,
fucking
whatever.
House, dude.
I didn't tell him where I lived.
I know you have limits. I know
have
that.
limits.
I'm mostly being funny about a lot of this stuff.
No, but at the end of this, I was like, our time is over. It's done. Whatever. And we rode together on whatever that road is, like behind my house. He splits off to go left towards Public. I just go straight. He had like this song playing like on his like outdoor speaker thing.
Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul.
I can't remember like what the song was, but watching him peel off to that song with like sunglasses and no shirt, just like totally tan. It was like, it stuck with me for so long because I was like, this is over. Like, I'm out of the woods. I don't have to like see this guy again. He's got my number. He's texted me a lot. I haven't responded.
Patty.
And
what has he texted you? Drank again.
He's like, hey, just got a pub sub. I was like,
Patty.
And then he sent me
insane.
videos of him back at Maxima throwing disc golf and with an Asian woman who like he clearly has a fixation for. And
that's his thing.
Yeah, that's his thing. Do you got to pee?
I got to pee. I'm going to refill my water.
Okay. Do you want me to do, because we have more ads, right?
You want to read another ad?
Yeah, I'll do another ad. Well,
right,
this is probably a good break here.
Yeah, it's a good ad point.
But yeah, that was my big disc golf story, everybody. James has waited. Honestly, settle down. Honestly, it is one of those moments where, you know, there's a lot of things that I envy about James, and one of the biggest things is to speak your mind, because me personally, I'm so fearful of what people are going to say and, you know, how they're going to react, how they're going to think about me, if they get mad at me. I even had like a dream the other night about like having this really uncomfortable discussion with my cousin that was like, where I spoke my mind and he didn't react in a way that I thought he was a way that he would. And it was kind of like weird, but I think it was a little bit of me, my subconscious being like, yeah, you just gotta like, you gotta say that stuff. But it's that like Catholic guilt that really like kicks in and makes you think the other ways. But anyway,
no, there is a thing about the Catholic guilt thing.
Yeah.
Because if we were Protestants, you would be much more like this. That's the thing that confuses
and I'd
me,
be
is
wearing a
because
kilt.
We're both Catholics. We're both Irish Catholic New Yorkers, and we found each other because we're drawn to each other in a way. But we're
of our
two different sides
our
of the
love
coin.
for Christ.
Because you're a fucking corn-eating farm upstate New York Catholic, and I'm a fucking Long Island factory commuting to the city Irish Catholic.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll commute into the city. Let's go see the big show. Let's go to the Broadway. Oh, that's like your fucking lineage. My lineage is like, I got cancer from the coal. You know?
We all.
I'm
my
just saying if we
family
were Protestants,
loves
we'd be much
cancer.
more forgiving, but it's like with Catholicism, there's like an inherent.
That's
guilt
where I
that you
wish I
have.
was Jewish, because Jewish people are literally out for themselves. It's crazy.
And other Jewish people.
And out for
nobody
other
helps a
Jewish
Jewish person more than a fucking other Jewish.
I should
person.
have asked him, "Are you Jewish?
Are you Jewish?
And he's
You
like,
love the
"No."
Asians? Let's balance this equation, motherfucker.
Yeah. How about we nuke Iran? Anyway,
Let's not nuke Iran.
let's
They seem like nice people.
I'll tell you what I am going to nuke is this ad read. I'm going to absolutely obliterate it. Again, this is basically practice for future advertisers. If you decide you'd like to advertise with News from Bed, if this is the type of show that you feel would fit the image of your brand, does the blackness of the night scare something primal inside your DNA? The unknowable mystery of what lurks in the shadows sparks fear in all men. Walking home at night, you keep glancing behind you because you can feel someone watching you. Footsteps get louder and louder and closer, but whenever you turn around, there's nobody there. By the time you're back at your front door, you're struggling to pull the keys out from your pocket, and unlocking your front door feels like defusing a bomb. Sweat drips from your head as you feel a figure close in on you. It's hulking and massive and encompassing the space all around you. You try to turn around, but fear paralyzes your movements, and you're stuck standing there with the keys shaking in your hand. Hungry Howie's Pizza. We're banging your wife, dude. Okay. That one took a little bit of a surprise there. This Hungry Howie's arc is impressive.
I'm impressed.
Does your anus ache when a cool ocean breeze slides across like a window chime? Window chime. A window chime sounds like a futuristic chime. It says wind, but
Read it again.
does your anus ache? How about just this for a question for the artist? Does your anus ache when a cool ocean breeze glides across it like a window? I keep saying
Patty,
window.
It doesn't say window.
I know,
This
it's
is
not.
gonna severely affect our ad revenue.
I've
Now,
just
to
been-
be fair, Patty has not read any of
and
these
I've been
before.
drinking a lot of water.
Patty,
I'll
if you
get it.
say window, I gotta be honest, I'm gonna squeeze your foot really hard.
Don't give them hope.
Don't. No, you'll let me because you're a spineless.
Urchin. Does your anus ache? Does it? When a cool ocean breeze glides across it like a wind chime. It's time to tighten up your butthole game with the new Anal Guard from the Band-Aid Company. Our partnered adhesive technology protects your poo shooter from any number of threats you encounter in the wild. Rain, dirt, bugs, wasps, ants, spiders, rodents, onlookers, flan cookers, Destiny's Child, Destiny's adult. Grandma's wiggle finder. grandma's wiggle finger. Terry's hose. Skinwalkers. Chalk. Burger. Lettuce. Cheese. Onion. Tomato. Mustard. Hellfire. Worms. And sand. Don't get caught with a messy hole. Let Band-Aid's anal guard take its toll. Now in mint and pepper flavor. How about that? I mean,
Not your best.
if we can do an ad though for that, we could do an ad for
Dicksock.org.
Carfox, you know?
Hey, what do people do ads for? You know what? Sometimes I get really disappointed when I'm listening to a podcast and it's like, I don't know. Maybe this is not the best thing to say because it'll it'll be like a funny thing to like reference, but sometimes it's like, you took money from that.
Yeah.
It's like whenever like a young male podcast is advertising dick pills, to me, it's like, Patty, I don't know about you. I feel like we're pretty much
My
on the
dick
same page.
cannot get soft.
No.
I am hard.
No. That's not
On
what I
dick
mean.
time, boy.
I just think it's like, why are you advertising Viagra to men in their 20s? Like,
Yeah.
hey, if you can't get hard, you're watching too much pornography
Yeah.
and you haven't had sex with an actual woman in about 4 years. Like,
Yeah.
you really, like, if you can't get an erection and you're under 45, you shouldn't be taking a subscription-based dick pill substitute.
Just
to
have her
make your
blow
dick
you
hard.
before.
No, just, you don't, you have other
Just
shit
ask her
going
to
on.
put her mouth around your cock and your cock gets hard. Like, I like to put a little bit of onus here on the women, too. Let's not just pretend it's a male issue.
Well, okay.
Like, women like
That's
to
not the
pretend.
point I was
No,
making.
but women like to pretend that, oh, let's have sex. Let me pull down your pants. And immediately, if you're not hard, they're like, is it me? It's like, hey, bitch, it's almost never you.
Hey, bitch, I
What?
gotta perform on a moment's notice. You gotta give me a minute.
You got to give me a minute.
Because
Or,
first of all, you're new around here, and this guy downstairs doesn't know you yet. So
Yeah.
why don't you warm him up a little bit with your hand?
or how about you start lapping me up like a thirsty canine?
Hey, I know every guy you've ever slept with before has jackhammer banged you with no problem because he doesn't think twice and doesn't think
Because he
of you
just
as
got
a
off
person.
of 4 straight tours in Iraq.
Yeah, he doesn't consider your humanity or tries to make a genuine connection with you. But expecting my biology to follow through on the simple, basic, but nerve-inducing function of trying to hook up with someone,
Yeah.
I don't think that should be as stigmatized. I think it's very normal to be nervous and not be able to form an erection.
Yeah, I think it's like, listen, first of all, especially if you really like someone, this is a big moment. Go downstairs, open up that sweet, sweet mouth of yours, and get to work, and you'd be surprised with the results.
Read our final ad test of this
We'll do
episode.
one final ad here.
Guys, if this is not smooth and beautiful, if Patty says anything wrong, I mean, we're just going to not get the deal. So it's a really big deal. That
so
Patty
there's a
gets this
lot
right.
of pressure on me
I
here.
mean, this episode has to get at least 300 views.
Okay, well, I'm going to put on a little bit of...
Okay, Jesus. It's a little intense.
Are you tired of having your sensitive nipples exposed to the elements? I know I am. Hi, I'm News from Bed's Patty DeFino, here to tell you about an exciting new product. The Shirt. I remember one time I was just a boy at my first pool party in the 4th grade. All the kids started to take their clothes off to get into the cool blue water of an above-ground pool. One of those pools with a this is like, I mean, who wrote this, dude? One of those
George
pools.
Soros.
One of those pools with a white plastic ladder that goes from the outside up and over to the inside of the pool. I mean, that's just not like an effective way to write the ad. White trash pool navigation. I was scared and insecure about my adolescent boy body being exposed to the visual ridicule of my peers. I had those little boy inverted soft pick nipples, dude. I was scared, brother. By the way, I never had the inverted nipples. I told you about the one time before Late Night Live when I had the inverted penis. I told you about that, right?
I don't remember.
Never had that, where my penis was like inside my body. All the coolest kids in school were at the party. Andrew Paperclip, Denise Costco, Frank Rotunda, Betty Hopscotch, Biddy Hornswallow, Memphis Allen. Dude, Memphis Allen is such a sick name. Toledo Birthright. Connor Element. Dude, those kids were the coolest kids. They all succeeded. And the captain of the lacrosse team, Beef Keys. I made the executive decision to keep my shirt on when I got in the pool. And honestly, I think it drew more attention to my body than I expected. I was wearing a white shirt, and it made a lot of the guys uncomfortable to see my pink nipples protruding through my white shirt. The shirt, an innovative new product from the minds that brought you the shorts and hat. Use promo code PADDY for 10% off. That's promo code PADDY, PADDY, for 10% off your shirt. And I'm not talking about the price, dude. They'll make your shirt 10% smaller if you use my executive offer code PADDY. The shirt, cover up, dude. Wow.
You know what I'm amazed by? Is your capacity to just see a word and say a different word.
Yeah,
You
sometimes.
said my executive code, it's exclusive. But you know what, dude? I think Patty killed that. So if you have an ad you would like to be read on the News from Bed podcast, you can email us at newsfrombed@gmail.com. And if you send us the ad, we'll send you a quote. If you pay the quote, which is probably $20, we will read anything on the show.
I think that's a good rule of
Absolutely.
thumb.
If you send us $20, we'll read anything you email us as long as it's under 400 words.
Is the only real rule of thumb is it doesn't count as a finger? Because you know how people are like a rule of thumb. Like, what does that mean? Thumb.
The only rule
It's
of thumb I
opposable?
have. It's a rule of thumb. I don't know what that means. It's a rule you write on your thumb and you remember. It's my rule of thumb.
So
Don't steal. That's what I always write on my thumb every time I go into the grocery store.
I've told you about the game Slay the Spire, right? I've like showed you
Yeah. Oh, welcome to Patty's Gaming Corner.
There's this roguelike card game called Slay the Spire, and it's a very, very fun, really highly, kind of the pinnacle of roguelike deck builders as a genre. And they came out with a second game, and first of all, it got review bombed by Chinese because the Chinese people, and I'm not just saying this like as like an old guy who wants to say Chinese are up to something. If you go on Steam and you look at reviews from China specifically, they are all negative. And I don't know what it is, but they balanced the game and then it affected them in a way that they were unhappy about. But that kind of passed.
So like 0 out of 5, no Great Wall.
Yes. The pussies are too vertical. They should be horizontal. Nintendo Switch it too. But they review bombed it, and I actually wrote my own review, and I'm not going to pull that up, but I was like, hey, since there's a lot of Chinese panty sniffers, and I used that, and Steve allowed me to say that, are reviewing this game poorly, I would like to submit my personal review and say this is a great game, yada, yada, yada. So that all kind of passed, and now there is a new controversy swirling. Slay the Spire 2 is getting review bombed again. this time because of chuds. This doesn't really explain the reasoning, but apparently there was a woman who was involved with this game, who's like a consultant for this game, who was a part of like quote unquote Gamergate. Do you remember that?
Is it Sarkeesian?
Yes, the woman Sarkeesian.
She's like the apex of Gamergate.
The apex of Gamergate.
Because they said she like blew a bunch of guys to like get stories about the game or something. Like she, I don't remember what it was, but it was Gamergate is like, I don't even know how to like even start to break open Gamergate because it's almost like it's such a vague concept at this point that it's hard to even pinpoint what it was. But it was just like basically
like don't make shitty games. That's really the whole thing. It was
like
right?
Guys getting
don't bring
mad
wokeness
about,
in,
but it like
or something.
bled into like Star Wars movies. It was like
it's
this
everything.
Like, it was like this like
it's more of a cultural thing than just a video game.
It was
thing.
like this like latent right wing political philosophy of like a lot of guys.
Like
that
Snape shouldn't be black.
Yes,
What,
it was
yada,
like
yada, yada,
it was
whatever.
like we will now dictate our anti-woke, and I'm like in quotes like anti-woke philosophies by like we're not gonna like participate in our nerd culture because like the left-wing progressive policies, perceived progressive policies, are like influencing our games. And to be honest, like there's some merit to that. Like there's some stupid shit in games when you're playing a game and it's like, oh, I'm gay, and it's like, dude, this is a game about like killing dragons. Like, why do we have to like pause the game for a 6-minute cutscene about someone being gay? Like if you're a normal person, it's just like, yeah, dude, you're fucking gay. Like nobody cares that you're gay. Like nobody gives a fuck who you date or who you like this thing where it's like gamers had to catch up to like film and television to be like, well, now we're also gonna like have racially ambiguous main characters that are like maybe gay, and it's just like, I don't know. I think Gamergate like went a little too far as like just like the way that it like developed into this entire like, I mean, Gamergate literally I think had like a 20% effect on like Donald Trump winning the 2016 election.
For sure.
I mean,
well, I think the biggest thing, these people are always saying like vote with your wallet. You know, that's like the saying is like, if something has something in a game like this, like the new Assassin's Creed Shadows, people were upset with because like the main character is like a black samurai who like they claim was like a real person, but it turns out was like a slave or something, or like they were not like really like they try to put him into history as this specific person, and they're like, no, they didn't have that.
How
whatever.
about I play a game where I'm Mario? You know, like that's what I always go back to.
You can simplify things a lot.
Let's
like,
just be a dog. Like, let's just like simplify it. I'm just like a vague knight or whatever. Because you know what, dude? It's like once you start trying to like be like, well, you can play as something that looks exactly like you. Your character, you can make them whatever you want or whatever. It's just like, that's whatever, dude. Like, it just doesn't matter. It's just like your entertainment at the end of the day. Like, these people, it's like this sickness that this country has where it's like, well, the things I consume define me. It's like, what if you got a fucking wife and like had a child and you're defined by the fact that you're like a husband and a father? Why are you defined by like shit that you post on like 4chan? Like,
also, not every piece of media needs to identify.
Yeah, like remember?
You.
Yeah, dude. It's like me and Patty went to the theater. We watched Sinners. We were like, that was a sick movie. That was cool.
Yeah.
It didn't like. I was like, the main character wasn't like a white male. It didn't specifically speak to me. It's like, it's just a moron. We just have like a moron populace that just is like, well,
it's just a level of entitlement that only comes from sitting at your house all day and thinking that the entire world just exists on your phone and doesn't exist in reality.
And it's both sides, dude. That's the thing that's so annoying about it. It's like, well, it didn't reflect me as a queer woman of color. Well, it didn't reflect me as a straight right-wing male. It's like, dude, how about you just fucking watch the fucking movie? It doesn't have to reflect anything on you. Sometimes it's like, dude.
Sometimes it's just a bunch of flashing colors and sounds.
And you know what, dude?
Like Sisu. Sisu is like a movie like
It's a
You're
cool
not-
movie.
yeah.
It's like, oh, Goodfellas. You know what, dude? Goodfellas is about an Irish American guy who gets involved with the Italian mob, and he lives on Long Island. He's from New York. It's about the New York City mob. And you know what? Me and Patty don't watch that movie being like, oh, I feel so validated by seeing myself in a film from the 80s. It's like, no, dude. I just fucking enjoy the well done cinematography and the great soundtrack and the cool story of this movie about the mob. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to reflect. I watch fucking Mad Men and I'm not like, Don Draper doesn't reflect my values. Well, maybe your values should extend beyond the media you consume, and you should actually develop some sort of like, I don't know, dude. There's so many fucking people like this where it's like I don't know, like I'll see like 21-year-old comics on Instagram like posting shit about like their beliefs, and it's like, you know, when people post on Twitter like, "Hey, Reddit's down the hall." Have you seen that? When,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I think sometimes when like people who like are content creators on social media, it's like, hey, your college degree, it's down the hall. Go develop your opinions on life and society when you actually put yourself under like an educational institution and develop some real fucking like beliefs and morals and systems of belief, because these people are just corrupt and they have no beliefs other than like a surface level like reactionary politics based on the shit they consume, and it's just like disgusting. I just develop something that's real. Develop something that's like News from Bed is real, because I come over, I sit with Patty, and we pick the things that we talk about, and it's like, yeah, fucking Slay the Spire 1, I've like watched people play it. I've never played it myself. It's a sick game, dude. It's awesome. Slay the Spire 2,
So-
I saw the trailers of it. I've
That's
watched
the
some
thing
gameplay
that
of it.
annoys
It's
me.
sick, and it's like, dude, the game is cool. What are chuds mad at? Chuds.
I don't know what a chud.
Chuds.
I don't know what a chud is. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know. I thought that was like a Rick and Morty term. Maybe it is. But the thing that drives me crazy about this is Slay the Spire 2 is a fundamentally great game. So this whole like, you can't hire a woman who's like a consultant for equality or whatever. Like, the game is already
Okay,
out.
so
It doesn't
this is what I remember Chud. I just googled it just to verify.
Oh, is it an acronym?
So Chud is an acronym.
Fuck.
Because I remember Chud being cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller.
So it's just like a derogatory
But now
term
it's
for-
like a male far right regressive troll. Like, this is what the AI
They like to
Google said.
attach it to the far right.
Well, it's because like the far right is just like, hey, are you dissatisfied? Welcome to the far right. Oh, does media not immediately reflect your exact values? Hey, welcome to the alt right. It's like, dude, this is just like, it's because you people are corrupt and devoid of true values or any sort of like internal moral code. So you just gravitate to anything that validates your immediate reactionary beliefs. It's just like, oh, I'm going to vote for Donald Trump because I'm sick of playing as like female protagonists in video games. And it's like, well, the fucking administration didn't change that I have to play as a woman. So I'm it's like, oh, dude, I can't even get into it, dude. But it's just like Chud. Chud is just like a brainless moron that just goes into. I mean, you're on Kotaku, so that's also just gonna have like. This is just like a
It's like
champion.
modern lingo.
Yeah, I
kind
mean,
of thing.
Kotaku is. This is the website, right? Kotaku. Yeah, I mean, I remember in college I read a Kotaku article which was like, "Why do black men identify with Dragon
Anime.
Ball Z?" Yeah, it was literally an article I read on Kotaku, and it was a very good article because I was like, I literally Googled that.
I like Kotaku.
I was like, why do black guys love Dragon Ball Z so much? You ever notice that like
Oh,
black guys,
100%,
they love
yeah.
anime and they love Dragon Ball Z? And the Kotaku article was like kind of like a little bit like, I was like, all right, I don't think that's it. It was like, because it has power structures and it shows people like overcoming their situations through like internal like development. It's like, no, I think like people.
I think they just
everyone
like
had
when they
access
shoot
to
like beams out of their hands and stuff.
I think like it's
But,
cool, and also it was on Cartoon Network after dark, which was like Toonami. Remember, like it would be Cartoon Network, and then like an hour and a half of Toonami, and then it would become Adult Swim. Do you remember that on cable?
Mm,
No, you don't.
I
Remember
never
that?
really watched.
You would be watching Cartoon Network, and then it would hit like 10:30, and then it would become Toonami.
Oh yeah, and it would have
And it
like
would
the
have
little
anime.
robot guy
Yes,
that would like
and it
walk
would be
around.
Toonami, and it would be like a couple
Samurai
it
Jack.
would be Samurai Jack. It would be Death Note. It would be like a couple anime, and then it would be like some episodes of Dragon Ball Z, and then you'd go into Adult Swim, and it would be like Adult Swim was just like episodes of Family Guy, and then like their weird stuff like Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Speaking of Comedy Central, rest in peace, Ted Turner just died.
Who's
Guy-
Ted Turner?
Like a media
Timmy
magnate.
Turner's dad.
Ted Turner is like one of like the coolest, most interesting media executive, like media owners. He owned like the Atlanta Braves and shit.
Oh,
I think it's Atlanta Braves. Ted Turner like bought the team. He like owned all the Atlanta sports teams, and then like the Braves had like a 17 straight losing streak, so he appointed himself as the owner. He appointed himself as the manager of the team to try to figure it out. And then the MLB was like, well, you can't do that as the owner. You can't be the manager. And he was like, well, if I raised enough money to be able to buy the team, I think I have the competency to be able to manage the team. Like it was, he's just sick. I don't know. He's just an interesting guy. It's an older time. I don't want to like discourse with people about like the value or like the existence of billionaires, but Ted Turner is just an interesting figure from, 1900s media. But he owned Cartoon Network and Adult Swim, and so,
dang!
Just interesting Turner media or whatever. But I don't know.
I'd like
I don't know. You can get into whatever you want to get into. I'm just like rambling endlessly.
I'd like to Turner my penis into a vagina.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So this person
Go Ted.
or
Tednavision.
Oron Dark Lord wants Kyrie Sane back. I don't really know what any of that means. Slay the Spire 2 reviews are absolutely tanking since people have learned they worked with Anita Sarkeesian, which is who you brought up. Good. These devs deserve to lose everything for that. So, me as someone who loved Slay the Spire, and I've been playing Slay the Spire 2, I really love it. I tweeted, I would still play this game if it was made by Bill Cosby and Joe Stalin, which I thought Joe Stalin is kind of fun because it's like a more casual version of Joseph Stalin. So then the author of this tweet, who by the way got like how many 3.4 whatever, a lot of likes, comments back to me, which I was kind of surprised. Your willingness to support murder and rape proves my point about the other side being evil. So now I'm in like
You're like a left.
I'm like
Welcome to Hassan, brother.
Yeah,
welcome. Welcome to the leftist verse.
This
dude.
was kind of fun
That's
for me because
embarrassing,
like
I mean, what a stupid thing to comment.
I mean it's just crazy to like have this opinion in my thing or whatever. So I just like right away reply like bro, like whatever, LMAO, because I couldn't believe that this person was serious. And they come back. So at this point, they say, you're the one who said you'd support a rapist and a mass murderer, period. So I'm like, okay, it's on. So then I replied, oh.
Just move your cursor. Yeah.
I would have bought Hitler's paintings too if they weren't so derivative. And this person like did not.
He's not done.
They didn't catch the like drift that I was like just joking about this. They're like, that seems like a character flaw on your part. And this was perfect because like I just like very quickly replied, yeah, my character has some flaws. Should have hired a consultant, eh? Because that's like the
Very
whole thing
funny,
she was
yeah.
there for
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
a consultant.
So funny.
And like I want to take a look if this has like it doesn't have the timestamps, but like, dude, I responded so quickly. And I literally like after I responded that I was like, yo, did you I like respond again? I was like, did you see how quick I responded to that? Like that's pretty good. So they respond back, incredibly serious, unusually damning flaws. In fact, I don't know what really that means. Most people would not support rapists and murderers, to which I said, Art, one of those dividers at the grocery store checkout, artist, which is honestly Michael Good's take on it. And then they said, like, financial support, whatever, facing criminal charges. The only criminal here is how tough the third act boss is. So they just, like, took me way too seriously with all this. But it's
Well, it's
like
a guy who purchased, X Premium and gets like a boost because he's tweeting about something that's like skewed right wing that'll get more engagement. And then your first tweet, look, dude, 531 views, only 2 likes. That's okay.
well, everyone was
But it's like pathetic for this guy to even reply to you. I don't think like what's her name? Anita Sarkeesian is a mass murderer and rapist. I don't remember that ever being part of the shit. But
yeah, no, I don't. I doubt she's like even that bad of a woman.
hey, dude, you know what? Who cares, dude? Who cares? What is this? These are just all your replies.
Oh yeah, this was tires. I said I heard Stavros starts in OnlyFans in this season as a little thing. I want to see whatever my other. There was something else I wrote.
Okay. Well, let's just get real quiet and then just read your replies. We'll click. Wait, go up. Go up.
Oh, this
one
is...
of your tweets has 2 comments on it, which must be the one that you also commented.
Oh yeah. I said the character has flaws or whatever. By the way, I hope you notice how my quickness of my response kind of legendary because it was like very fast. But no, there was something else kind of. Maybe it was this one. You love to see it indeed. Slay the Spire too. This guy wrote, okay, yeah, I think this is it. Even if she contributed to absolutely zero of the changes, the reprehensible thing that they collaborated with the activists in the first place, Slay the Spire 2 might not be infested with the agenda yet. They're open to the path for them to poison any future releases. And I said, the only poison I see in this game is coming from the silent. That's one of the characters that has like a poison ability. That wasn't the one I liked. Okay. Oh yeah, I talked about her having massive bazookas. Sometimes we forget about the massive bazookas. She doesn't know.
If I remember correctly, and I'm not gonna like pontificate about Anita Sarkeesian because I don't understand.
This is what she looks like
Gamergate.
right here.
Yeah, I mean whatever. But the thing is, like,
she's pretty hot, dude.
Everyone, it's just like, I don't know, dude. I have this theory, which is like, we're towards the end of the podcast.
We're like at the end. Nobody's listening at this point.
Okay. The internet is kind of for women. It's kind of like a feminine space.
Yeah.
Where like everybody like over exaggerates over and analyzes all of their like, hyperbolizes, and it's like I've just have this internal belief that like even though like people are like, well, 4chan and the alt-right developed on like X and 4chan and like, but it's like no, it's like this like stupid like over exaggeration. It's like, hey dude, play the game. If the game sucks, it sucks. It's not always gonna be some big political battle where you're trying to beat people on this like specific like one-to-one point. I don't care, dude. I don't care if Anita Sarkeesian took out a gun and shot a baby in the head. Really does. I mean, it would matter a little bit, but it's just like, is the game good? Like, we're talking about if the game is good or not. Like, why are we talking about this, like, woman who was a consultant on a game? Like, I believe she was, like, a video game journalist who, like, fucked people to, like, get stories, right? Like, wasn't that it? It was just
I don't
like,
really know.
What are you typing?
Just keep talking.
I just think like I don't know, man. Gamers are like a pathetic like subpopulace of the culture who just feel like they have some like real political discourse and anything. It's like, dude, you play video games for a living and you don't even make money doing it. Like, you spend more hours a week playing a video game than you do. Are you making a thumbnail right now? But I don't know, man. I don't have enough an opinion to say, because you know what? Play the game. If it's good or it's bad, just fucking play the game. Vote with your wallet. Hey, you guys are dumb.
How about
dude.
you vote with your ID? That's my whole thing. No, this was the
guy,
only
like, was responding to you is so embarrassing.
I don't think it's a big deal at all. And I think we should throw all women in a giant soup cauldron and never stir.
Let them burn on the bottom of the pot.
You gotta love to see 0 comments, 0 retweets, 0 likes.
From
Ladies and gentlemen,
Gassy Hips.
that is the story of our lives here on News from Bed. We have reached the end of the episode.
I mean, I've peed. I've been trying to not be peeing in the center of the episode, but I seem to not be able to stop. Something about that 40-minute mark makes me have to piss. But hey, Patty, this was a fun episode.
This was a fun one, dude.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I'm glad you enjoy the game.
Sorry, I
fired
you up.
No,
at the end,
no. Because
I gotta keep
these...
you cool.
No, it's fine. You're like it's fine.
You're
because
like
these people are stupid.
You're like
dude.
a computer that I have to like fan because like if you start heating up, then like the world is just gonna come down on your
yeah. Exactly.
It's my responsibility to keep the temperature. I'm like the icebox. You are the nuclear reactor. And I know that made you fired up.
No, I mean, I just think the Gamergate thing is so annoying because
annoying.
You know what? It's like, video game discourse activated a generation of like men who never had a job and live in their parents' houses to be politically involved. Get a fucking life, dude.
Nigger.
Wait, Sardonatrix?
Sardonatrix? You're not even facing us. Why did you?
Why didn't say anything? You just went, yeah.
No, I think he said the N-word. The entire N-word.
Oh my god. Sardonatrix.
Oh man, I think that's a sign to wrap up.
All right. Well, guys, I genuinely, if you listen to News from Bed, you are an incredible person.
Yeah.
I appreciate you taking a chance on a small independent podcast. We will never sell out. We will never sacrifice the connection we have with our audience, and we'll never sacrifice the connection we have with ourselves between each other, me and Patty. I'm so happy to be a part of this show. I'm so happy to be a member of this podcast. I'm glad that this is not another one where I end up screaming and getting serious. I'm happy to be here. And you know what, dude? I don't know. I mean, I could keep going. We don't have a Patreon anymore, so there's not anywhere for me to like exploit my stupid opinions if anyone wants to hear that. But I don't know, dude. I think oh wait, you want me to get aggressive? Oh, I mean, I can if you want me to.
Let's just give him a little message for the
I'll give him a little message.
Give him a little message. Get up there on the front of the bed. While you do this, I'm gonna pee, and I'm gonna give you the responsibility of sending these guys off.
News from Bed audience, if you're tuning in to the podcast, you're goated in the sauce. Welcome to the future, the present, and the past of podcasting. While our world devolves into an AI-run capitalistic nightmare, postmodern, subtextual, incoherent mess, you'll know that we're here for you. And we don't necessarily have all the answers. We don't necessarily have all the solutions. I think the most important thing to remember is content is key. It's not about what you say, and it's not about how you say it. It's about how you package the things that you say to be sold in microscopic, edited, micro decision bits to be sold to your audience. And you know what? It's time for us to ascend to the next level. It's time for this audience to conglomerate, to make a union of shared belief, shared values, and shared understanding. I love you guys. I love Patty. And he's turned off the camera.